Here we go. Okay, object complements. Last time we talked about the direct object, the indirect object, and I told you that this go the way subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. And there's impossible to be an indirect object unless we have a direct object. So the direct object is more important than the one that is called indirect object. The order, as I told you before, the indirect object comes before the direct object. What question shall I ask in order to get the direct and the indirect? The direct, which is far from the verb. Answer the question, what or who? What or who? But the indirect, which is close to the verb, answers the question, to whom, for whom, to what, for what. Example, I gave Muhammad a present. Gave what? Present. Direct object. To whom? To Muhammad. Muhammad is an indirect object. This is simply the difference between direct and indirect object. One very important note. I told you last time and I pressed on it and I always assert on it is the prepositional phrase. Please do not pick any object, direct or indirect, within the prepositional phrase, because the noun or the pronoun after the preposition is called the object of the preposition. Yes, it's an object, but it's not direct nor indirect. It is called an object of the preposition. So please, once you meet any prepositional phrase, try to cross it out. Never to take the direct or the indirect object from a prepositional phrase. This is just a note. Object complements. Object complements. It's called object and complement. Let's analyze these two parts of the title. Object, okay, so there has to be an object, especially the direct object. Complement, so this word completes the meaning of the object. So it renames the object or describes the direct object. Okay, what part of the speech is this word that is called an object complement? It has to be an adjective or a noun that appears with the direct object. Why? To describe or rename it. So adjective describing direct object, or a noun that renames also the direct object. Is that clear? It's an object complement, so it's a word that completes the meaning of the object. This is just a title. What type of word is the object complement? It can be a noun and it also can be an adjective. Are there certain verbs with which I find the object complements? Yes, many verbs. Like what? And all of them actually have to be action and transitive at the same time to allow objects. Verbs like appoint, like call, consider, declare, elect, judge, label, make, name, and think. When I say, I declare Kareem the boss, okay? I declare Kareem the boss. I told you another clue, guys. We have two clues. What's the first one? The first one that I told you about is to check the object and the word. I doubt it's an object complement. Are they the same person or no? This is so important. If they are the same, so the word or the word that comes after the object is called the object complement. When I say Kareem and boss, are they the same or no? Yes, they are the same. This is just boss, a renaming of Kareem, or a title that I've given to Kareem. That's why they are the same person. So the second describes the first. Boss describes Kareem. Yes, both of them are nouns, but boss is an object complement, completing the name of Kareem or completing the direct object Kareem, completing the meaning of Kareem, or renaming Kareem. Okay? I can say consider. I consider my parents kings and queens, or a king and a queen. I consider my parents a king and a queen. King, queen. They are just renaming two parents. So king, queen, both of them are object complements after the direct object parents. Label. I labeled the project fantasy. I labeled the project fantasy. So fantasy is a noun. It's renaming the word project, which is a direct object. That's why it's called an object complement. These are all nouns. How about adjectives? So easy. I considered my class fascinating. I considered my class fascinating. Fascinating is an adjective describing class, which is a direct object. So fascinating is an object complement. I use make. I will make you happy. Easy one. I will make you. You is a direct object. Happy, adjective describing you. So happy is an object complement. Another one, using judge. Okay. When I say I judged him criminal or guilty, I judged him guilty. Guilty is an adjective describing him. Him is a direct object. I think it's clear, guys. Do you have any question regarding the explanation? I think
No, I'm not sure how to find the object complement.
What, Muhammad?
Mr. Really, till now I don't know how to find the object complement.
Really, you have shocked me. You have shocked me. A great shock. How come? It's a word that comes after the direct object. That's it. Is it that hard? It is a word that renames or describes the direct object. It's a word that describes the direct object. And the second clue is to write or to say to be before the word. If the meaning is okay, so the word after to be is the direct object. To be actually is not written, but only read. You can just understand it from speaking. When I say the parents found the performance enchanting. What is the direct object? Performance. Is there a word to describe performance? Yes. Enchanting.
So the object is included in the test or no?
No. Why are you thinking of the test, Muhammad? Are we talking about the test now? This is chapter what? 13 or 14? This is chapter what? 14. Chapter. No, not included.
Okay.
So enchanting here is an adjective describing performance, which is a direct object. Okay, so we get to the question down. Now we need to know what the object complement is from this exercise from 1 to 10. I'll start with Kareem. Kareem, number 1, what's the object complement?
Omar declared our teams victorious.
Yeah.
Team.
Team is an object complement, so what's the object?
Oh, sorry, I meant victorious.
Okay, the object is team. Okay, this is the direct object. It's described to be victorious. So victorious is the object complement describing team, which is a direct object, Kareem. Is it okay? Number 2. Riyad, did he join or still? Riyad. Riyad is here now.
Yes, mister, I'm here.
Yes, Riyad, number 2, because you joined a little bit late, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Amanda thought my joke the best.
Yeah. What is the object complement?
Best?
Of course it is. Of course it is. We first identify what the object is, yeah?
It's the joke.
Riyad, it's the joke. Very good. Amanda thought what? The joke. Okay, a word that describes joke, it's best. It's the adjective best. So both of them are adjectives, number 1 and number 2, like you see, victorious, best. Both of them are adjectives describing the direct objects, team, and joke. Thank you. Okay. Muhannad, number 3.
The boss considered our work successful. It's successful.
This one is so clear as number 1 and number 2. It's a third adjective. Yes, it's an OC. Object complement describing the direct object work. Very good. Thank you so much. Number 4, Muhammad Hadi. Number 4.
Yes, sir. She called me her best friend. Friend.
Yeah, why didn't you say best, ya Muhammad?
Sir, because it's not a pronoun or like.
But it's an adjective, so it could be adjective as well. We have an adjective and we have a noun. And you picked up that noun and you neglected the adjective. Why? I can say, Muhammad, she called me to be best, to be friend. I can say to be. So both of them could be compliments. Why did I pick friend, not best? Muhammad, this is the same thing when I was explaining the predicate nominative and the predicate adjective. When I have an adjective and a noun, I do not take the adjective. I just take the noun because in this case, it's more important than the adjective itself. To be friend, and after that, to be described as best or worst, this is not the case. So friend now, it's the noun, the object complement, like you said, excellent. Describing here the pronoun me, describing me, the direct object. So friend is okay. Thank you.
Mister,
Yes.
like it can be best.
No, it can be best when I do not mention a noun. When there is no noun after best. Yes.
Okay.
When I say she called me the best, and I put a period, so I take best, of course. But when there's a noun after best, I take the noun. I don't take the adjective in this case. So I do not have more than one object complement. By the way, it could be compound. If I have and, no problem. I can take 2, 3, 4, even 5 object complements. But they never come together consecutively. If there is an and, it's okay. If there's no and, so I must take only one, which is the noun, not the adjective. Okay? Who was asking the question? I'm sorry, I don't have the list of names.
Me, Walid.
Walid, number 5, go ahead.
Okay. The fifth grade elected Julia class president. President.
Excellent. That's the same thing. That's why I assigned it to you. Class is an adjective here. I didn't take it because I have the noun president. And president and Julian are the same person like we said before. President is renaming Julian, which is a direct object. Thanks, Ya Walid. Okay, Hadi Damanhuri, number 6.
Is the men named bowling the sport of kings.
This is completely wrong. Do you remember the note I said at the beginning of a class? I said never to pick any words from the prepositional phrase at all. And of is a preposition. That's why I crossed this out. No way. Okay?
Sport.
So, just sport. Yes, it is. Excellent.
Yes.
Sport is renaming the object bowling. Very good. Yes. That's it. Number 7, Ahmed Musa. Ahmed Musa. Maybe Ahmed Musa is busy texting some messages on Discord, maybe? Ahmed Ya Musa. Thank you for responding. Okay, Muhammad Julaidan. Muhammad.
The medicine made the child better. Better?
Excellent. Yes, it's an adjective describing child.
Mister,
which is the,
can I do number 8?
Who is it, Abdurrahman?
Yes, Mister.
Sorry, Abdurrahman, go ahead.
Delicious.
It's delicious. Yeah, the adjectives are so clear, right? And easy to deal with. Excellent.
Mister, can I solve 9?
Yusuf, right?
Yes.
Yes, Yusuf, sure, go.
She thought the gift beautiful.
Beautiful, so easy and so good. Thank you. Yes, describing gift. Very good. Number 10, Aid. Has Aid joined? Yeah, Julaidan. Aid did not join. Okay. Majdi Mujahid. Yeah, Majdi, number 10. Yeah, Majdi. Majdi, are you here? Okay, Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad. Answer number 10.
Me, Mister?
Yes, yeah, Muhammad, yes.
I considered the game frustrating.
Frustrating, very good. It's an adjective describing game, which is a direct object. Thank you so much. Okay, okay, this one is not that important, so we'll get to the subject complements. Okay. Subject complements. Now, guys, as we said before, we try to illustrate and explain the title before we get to the definition. So what is a subject complement? It's the same like object complement, very close to it. It is a complement in the end. It can be noun or pronoun or adjective that completes the meaning of what? Of the direct object? No way. This was the object complement. Now we're talking about subject. So it is a word within the predicate after the verb, yes, but it is related to the subject, not the object anymore. This word can be a noun, pronoun, or even adjective. Do you still remember when I say the winner is I or me? And most of you said me, and I said it's wrong. It has to be I. Why I? Because the verb is linking. This is one. And I have to use the subject pronoun, not an object pronoun anymore. Okay? So the subject complement, again, it is a noun, pronoun, or even adjective that appears after a linking verb. Please forget all about the action verbs. So now we have 5 complements. 3 come with action, transitive verbs, and 2 come with the linking verb. 3 with action, 2 with linking. 3 with action, 2 with linking. Ya Muhammad, wait. So linking verbs are to be considered within this lesson. Subject complements. What are the subject complements? PN, PA. Predicate nominatives,
Mister, can you
predicate
hear me now?
adjectives. Yes, I can. Who is it?
Oh, okay. Sorry, my mic was not working. It's me, Majdi, Mister.
Okay, Majid, no problem. So the subject complements, Ya Muhammad, Ya Hadi, are predicate nominatives, noun or pronoun. Predicate adjectives, adjectives. So if it's a noun or pronoun, we call the subject complement predicate nominative. If it's an adjective, we call it predicate adjective. So the title, the main title, the main heading is subject complements. The subtitles are predicate nominatives, predicate adjectives. The predicate nominative is a noun or pronoun. The predicate adjective is simply an adjective. Okay? Let's get down to the definition. It gives more information about the subject, not about the object. Because we will never have an object. When the verb is linking, do we expect to find an object within the sentence? Impossible. Impossible. Because linking verbs are intransitive. Intransitive. If they are action. So they do not allow at all objects. Never. So there are 2 kinds of subject complements. Predicate nominative, noun or pronoun, that appears after a linking verb and names the subject of a sentence. Like Joseph is a programmer. Programmer is a predicate, it's a noun, naming back the subject Joseph. A predicate adjective is an adjective that appears after a linking verb and describes the subject. The weather is warm. The verb also is linking in both sentences. Or is an adjective describing weather. So it's a predicate adjective. Some sentences contain compound subject complement. Yeah, no problem. Programmer and father. When we have and, so we have more than predicate nominative or more than predicate adjective, no problem, because both of them describe one simple subject, which is Joseph. Okay. Example, she is tall and strong. How many adjectives describing she? 2 adjectives. Tall, strong. And the verb is linking, as you can see. That's why we have 2 predicate adjectives. Tall, strong, with the conjunction and. Number 1. محمد علي عباس. يا محمد. محمد عباس. محمد علي. Ali Abbas. Where are you going, guys? Okay, Muhammad Asam. Muhammad Asam, number 1. Muhammad Asam.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, Muhammad. There's a lot of noise in the background of yours. Muhammad, just tell me what the subject complement is. Say the answer, ya Muhammad. Yes. Ya Muhammad, don't you know the answer? What? Seem is the verb, Ya Muhammad. Seem is the verb, it's the linking verb. How come? Did I say it's a verb?
Can I answer?
It's the simplest sentence ever, Ya Kareem, like you can see. It's a 3-word sentence, subject and verb and the subject complement.
Can I answer, Mister?
No need, Ya Kareem, because I'll answer it so easy. I'll give you the number 2, not number 1. So tired is an adjective, and we all know it's an adjective, and verb seem is linking verb. So tired is the subject complement. It's a PA, predicate adjective, describing back the subject here. Come on, Ya Muhammad, it's easy. Number 2, Ya Kareem, go ahead.
Chris is a blues guitarist. The linking verb is, and
Very good.
the subject complement is a blues guitarist.
Which one of them? You must choose one of them, not both. No.
Like which, like it's two.
No, it's one. They can be two if there is a conjunction.
Guitarist.
Guitar is very good. Blues here is an adjective, Kareem. But is it the adjective describing Chris? No, it's an adjective describing guitarist. So
Okay.
the adjective, Kareem, that I must pick must also describe the subject, not describing another word. That's why I told you this when I was picking the object complement. When I have an adjective and noun, I take the noun. And also the same thing in here. When I have an adjective like blues, a noun like guitarist, I take guitarist as a predicate nominative, PN, describing Chris, the subject. Okay. Muhammad Naif Al Nasib. Ya Al Nasib.
Yes, mister.
Yes, Ya Muhammad, number 3.
My father is a doctor.
Yes, I think this one is easy, Muhammad. Huh?
Doctor.
Doctor, sure. Doctor describing back the subject father. Very good, easy. Predicate nominative, PN. Hadi, number 4.
The snow is powdery. Powdery, and it's a predicate adjective.
Very good. Yes, correct. Describing snow. Very good adjective. Number 5. Riyadh, 5.
Yes, mister. The queen's hair looks glamorous.
Huh?
I'm thinking, mister. Glamorous.
Of course it is. The verb looks is linking, and glamorous is an adjective describing back the subject hair. So it's a predicate adjective. The subject is not queens. No, it's the noun hair. And hair, glamorous, yeah, they are related. Adjective describing back the subject. That's why it's called subject complement. Thank you. Number 6. Yusuf Samaha. Yusuf.
My grandfather was a machinist. Machinist is the...
Excellent. Yes, this is the predicate nominative. It is a noun, of course. Okay, renaming grandfather, which is the subject. Yeah, excellent. Number 7, I'll go with Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman.
Yes, mister. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Number 7, right?
Yep.
Pediatrician.
No, Trisha.
What?
Number 7, yes. Number 7. Don't you see it? Trisha. Muhammad, number 7.
I don't know the answer.
7, Abdurrahman. Read number 7. Read it.
Tricia is a wife, a mother, and a pediatrician.
Okay, pediatrician. So, please don't say that you don't know what the answer is.
It's pediatrician.
Just pediatrician. So the mother here. Sorry, Trisha here. Trisha.
Pediatrician, mother and wife, and they describe
Of
Tricia.
course. There are 3 names to Trisha. 3 names to Trisha. She's a wife, and she's a mother, and she's a pediatrician. So those 3 descriptions or renamings are for Trisha. After the linking verb is. And there is and, as I told you. Once there is and, so the subject complement is a compound subject complement. It could be 2 or 3 or even more. No problem. I can have more than one title, more than one epithet, more than one nickname, more than one title. So it's okay for Trisha to be 3 things: to be a wife, to be a mother, and to be a pediatrician. Okay? Like your mothers, and most of your mothers, they are wives and mothers at least. And they also could be doctors, they could be nurses, they could be any other job or any other title of a job. Okay? So this is number 7. Number 8, Muhammad Zulaydan.
That sign seems promising. Promising and sign.
Okay, promising, describing better the subject sign. Good, ya Muhammad, very good.
Mister, can I answer?
Who is it?
Yusuf
Qusay?
Rawas. No, Yusuf
Of course,
Rawas.
Yusuf, of course, I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead.
The garden is dry.
Try, excellent. Describing back the subject. Garden. Okay, number 10, Qusay. Qusay. Number 10, yeah, Qusay.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, this is Qusay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Those clouds look threatening.
Okay.
Underline threatening. Cloud.
Very good. This is an adjective describing clouds. Very good. Thanks, ya Qusay.
No problem.
Okay.
So we
next
have 7
exercise.
minutes left.
I know. What's the problem? We still have time. We still have time. So this exercise, underline the subject complement on the line provided. Write whether the subject complement is predicate nominative or predicate adjective. Like the example given in here, I am a gardener. Gardener is underlined subject complement. It is a predicate nominative. We'll do the same thing in this exercise. Number 1 will be with Hadi Al-Damanhuri.
I want to be a nurse. It is a predicate nominative.
What is it?
Nurse.
Nurse. Say nurse, then say PN. Sure. Thank you. Number 2, Ahmad Musa. Are you here? Yeah, Ahmad Bek Musa. Please, somebody calls him, guys. Aid, number 2.
Okay, Mister, I'll text him now.
Please.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
number 2, Aid.
She's kind and compassionate.
Yes, I think now we have 2 subject complements, Aid, right?
Yeah.
What are they?
One second. Number 2,
Yes.
compassionate
Just compassionate?
and kind.
Kind. So we have 2 adjectives here, Aid, right? 2 adjectives describing the subject she. So it's called predicate adjective. Okay?
Okay.
Number 3. Yusuf Rawas once again.
You look beautiful. Beautiful, and it's a predicate adjective.
Excellent. Okay. Number 4. Walid. Number 4, ya Walid.
My father is the mayor. Mayor,
Uh-huh.
and it's a predicate adjective.
Mayor is adjective? Come on.
No,
Of-
nominative.
Of the article, there has to be a noun, right? So
Yeah.
nominative. Okay, very good. Number
Oh, Mister,
5.
nominative does mean now?
Noun or pronoun? Noun or pronoun?
Okay.
If it's not a noun, it has to be a pronoun. Like what? Like I, like he, like she, like you, like we, like they. Okay, one of these 7 pronouns. Okay, we call them also predicate nominatives. It has to be a noun or pronoun. Okay, number 5. Riyadh, 5. Riyadh,
Yes, mister.
number 5.
Mike's friends is the state wrestling champion.
Please, guys, focus on this one. It's so important. Huh?
It's PN, predicate nominative.
What is the word?
Champion.
Excellent. Why didn't you pick state and wrestling, yeah, Riyad, huh? Why didn't you say state or wrestling?
So it doesn't describe Mike's friend. Mike's
And
friend.
they are three of them are adjectives describing champion. They do not describe back the subject friend. Very good. As I told you before, when I have adjectives before the noun, we do not pick them up because they will describe the predicate nominative itself. No, I need the predicate nominative to be describing back the subject friend. Friend the champion. They are the same here. Thank you so much. Good. Okay.
Mister, can
Hannet.
I answer this one? So I had a problem with my mic. I couldn't open it. I don't know why.
This is Ahmed Musa, right?
Yeah, I'm Ahmed Musa, mister. I'm sorry.
I'll try to believe you, Ahmed. Answer number 6.
I'm really sorry, mister.
Okay, answer Ahmed, number 6. I'm sorry for you, Muhammad. You will take number 7.
Number 6. It's lovely and predicate adjective.
Lovely. Okay, are lovely after the linking verb are. Yes, predicate adjective. Very good. Okay, number 7, ya Muhammad.
I feel optimistic. It's optimistic and it's a predicate adjective.
Sure, it's an adjective describing I. Good. Number 8, I. Once again.
Okay.
Quickly, you seem discouraged. That's clear. What is it, huh?
Discourage.
Discouraged. Is it noun or adjective?
Adjective.
Adjective. P-A. Correct. Kareem, 9.
Do you want to be a lawyer? Lawyer. It's a predicate nominative.
Sure. Okay, last one, Muhammad.
Hank's horse is a thoroughbred. It's a thoroughbred and it's a predicate adjective.
Nominative. There's an A here. So, an article comes before nouns, ya Muhammad. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Time is up. It's almost up. If you have any question before we hang up, I'm ready to answer. You have any questions?
Sir, will there be worksheets for the literature?
Inshallah, for sure. We're going to have a booklet, a revision sheet.
Okay.
But before so, we already have PowerPoint presentations for both selections.
But
and
they
are
just
on
show
Teams.
the story itself. It doesn't show questions. Does it have questions?
I think yes. I think they have questions, and if there are no answers to the questions, I'll send them to you. No problem at all. By the way, even the questions, if you watch the videos, all questions are already answered. For the Quilt of Country, we have the questions and answers within a Word file, and I'm sure about this, and it's on both Teams and Classera. But for the second story, I don't know. You just check, and I'll check, of course. If the questions are not answered, I'll send you answer to all questions. Don't worry about it.
You have a good day. Bye.
Okay, see you. Bye bye,
Mister,
guys. Yes, yeah.
I went to bring the language book, but it's unavailable.
Unavailable where?
In the school.
I don't care about the school right now. They are on Classera and on Teams, on PDF.
Mister, can I leave?
Okay.
Okay, sure.